Good morning out there in the land of teeth, Lyme, and MS. This is Sue coming to you from upstate New York. Today I'm going to show you what my teeth look like prior to the extractions. Well, at least the front ones prior to the extractions. And I'm also going to show you a combination of Lyme and MS mixed and how much I aged in a matter of 5 to 6 years. You know, they always joke around about that threshold at 40 and how everything falls to pieces at 40. Well, mine started a little earlier than that, but then again, I guess I was always advanced for my age. Excuse my appearance this morning and my slurring. Once again, crooked mouth, and I just got up not too long ago, and I am headed back to the dentist today. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off showing you some pictures of my teeth. And then we'll get on to pictures of me 6 years ago compared to pictures of me and what I look like now. I can't believe I'm showing what I look like this with no glasses on. Especially in the morning. Okay. Now, as you see, these are the top dentures. I've yet to get the bottom done. See? There. I don't have the real high ones that go up into my nose because apparently I don't need it. Yay. Alright. This is embarrassing, but I'm going to show you what my teeth looked like prior. At this point, my back teeth were all extracted and some in the front on the bottom. Right here is where the bonding had broke that he had done at the prior dentist appointment back about 8 years ago. There's a reflection here for some reason. Right here, this broke a week before I had to go and have the extractions done. And so, I mean, there's nothing left in the back now. In this picture, all my back teeth were removed. So, that is how horrible I looked. And being a picture person, I'm pretty good at taking and touching up pictures, so it looked like I had perfect teeth. But I didn't smile with my mouth. I always smiled like this. Now, this is what it looked like after I had my top extractions and I had one wisdom tooth. This is where he left the root in there, apparently. This was after my top extractions. Excuse my fingernails, they need to get redone. Right, what you're looking at right there are all the clotting. This was the same day of all the extractions. The darkness is all the clotting in the stitches that he had in my mouth, and I was stitched all over the place. So, big difference. So, even though I had the exacerbations and looked terrible and felt terrible after, it was worth it. Now, I'm going to show you, we're going to change the topic a little bit. This was 6 years ago. This is back before everything started falling to pieces. Even in the first picture, I still did not have back teeth too much. I mean, I had a few of them, but for the most part, they had died away. But these are pictures of age progression in 6 years having exacerbations. Now, I was having problems with Lyme on and off, 15 years prior to this. And later on, as it got more advanced and progressed, I just fell to pieces and I aged immensely in like a 6-year period. This was me 6 years ago. Yep, believe it or not. That was 6 years ago. I had teeth in there. Amazing, huh? Okay. That was 6 years ago, about 6 months before the exacerbations started. This was taken about a year later. I had gotten pretty pale at that point. I started to age quite a bit. So we went from here to like here. You know, it doesn't really look like that much of a difference on camera, but believe me, there was a difference. Okay. And within a 3-year period, I went from looking like this. Well, there's a lot of reflection on this today, so I'm going to try to see if I can move this a little bit and block out some of the sun. I started looking like that. Now, you notice how one eye looks more open than the other, but then again, my hair was in my eyes too, so it's really hard to tell. So there was like a huge difference, which is really hard to tell on camera, unless I somehow take the shadow out here. So I went from that to that. It's hard to get these shadows. 3-year period, I aged immensely. And I went from this, trying to get the shadows out again, to looking like this. I mean, granted, I don't have makeup on, but I've aged immensely. So now in a 6-year period, and I know we age, but I mean, this is since I've just been really sick with exacerbations. From that to this, 6 years. Talk about it before and after picture. Yeah. So, you know, it does take a toll on you. Obviously, get all these fine lines going and all these thyroid bags going down here. It just goes to show that, you know, the exacerbations and stuff do play a huge role on your body and how much you age. And I look older than most people my age. I mean, I'm 45. And there I was like 39 in the first picture. You know, it's a matter of being diagnosed. And I want to let you know, yesterday I was supposed to go and get my blood test for Lyme. I was all set. I'd been waiting for the day for it to go to Quest. I get down there, and something told me, ask her and just remind her to make sure it's going to Quest Diagnostics. I get in the lab, I sit down, I said, now this is going to Quest, isn't it? And she says, well, I don't have anything in the report here stating that it does. I said, well, it was supposed to. I talked with the doctor. So she made a call. And those people that she talked to were saying something, I don't know. Then they said, we're going to transfer you to somebody else. So she transferred me to somebody, or she transferred over to somebody else, and they said, no, we can't do that, not unless she has Aetna insurance. I'm like, what if I pay for it out of pocket? Well, no, because it's not specific on here. But I guess you could always go and find a Quest lab, not that I know where they are. Great. So I looked at her, I said, well, I don't mean to be rude to you. I said, but I'm not going to give away any blood at this, you know, location. She goes, why, is there a problem? I said, yeah, they always come back negative. At least when I was with Bassett Healthcare, they were coming back inconclusive. But I said, here, it's just, oh, you're negative. You don't have Lyme. We don't think you have Lyme. And then I'll come back the next month. Oh, you look terrible. You may have Lyme. Next month, you definitely have MS. Make up my mind for me, right? So anyway, I'll do a follow-up video. Maybe I won't have such a crooked smile when I come back from the dentist today. I get to go and get the reline done. And hopefully these teeth will fit better and I won't be lisping and I won't have to be sticking a bunch of gunk up in my mouth, which is always a plus when you first get them relined. It's one thing I always forgot to mention. You don't need to put any kind of like bonding or any kind of stuff to keep them up in there. They fit fantastic. So I won't keep you tied up. I'm looking pretty rough and ragged this morning. I've got to go get ready because I've got to go hit the dentist, and then I have a follow-up doctor's appointment this afternoon. Great. All right, well, thank you so much for listening, and be sure, if you want to, leave your comments below. I'm always happy to see any kind of comment. Just keep it civil. Tell us your story. We all learn from things. Thanks for watching.